Welcome to History Listery. This is where I read off a 30-second question to you that you might find useful in helping you prepare for your next town hall or writing a letter to your representative. If you like the question, there will be a copy of it in the description below, and if you want more questions like these, I will leave you a link to my database. Today's question is another one about behavioral issues. It's going to be question 3, but more specifically, this question is about soullessness, so not having a soul. So devoid of human compassion. And that section in my database is fairly large because time and again, the Trump administration has proven that they have no soul. They've had multiple opportunities to give us a reason to believe otherwise, but instead they've repeatedly reinforced that they absolutely have no soul and they are not sorry. And that runs the gamut of a large number of things. Weaponizing God for power, profiting off the backs of the bruised, protecting pedophiles, murdering Americans in the streets, bullying other countries, propaganda to our children, indoctrinating our small children, taking away women's rights, racist attacks on the Black community, racist attacks on any community that isn't white, propping up white nationalists. I mean, I could go on forever. It's in the database if you want to check it out, like you don't already know, but I digress. So, today, I am going to make 6 different videos. This is part 1 of 6, and they're all small questions, all pertaining to the same similar theme of soullessness. It's just that I had so many examples of heartless, cruel behavior that I couldn't fit it all into one question. I even tried to workshop it through ChatGPT, and ChatGPT told me I had way too many examples of cruel behavior, and I needed to divvy it up into several questions. So I did. And just so you know, this little section here is pre-recorded and pasted into all 6 videos because I didn't want to do it over and over again. So if you've watched more than one of these videos, if you're interested, you're not watching the same video twice. I just didn't want to re-explain myself. Okay, let's get started. This one is version 1. We've watched this administration turn deportation into Valentine's Day jokes, let emergency food for starving children expire, push people with disabilities back toward institutionalization, expand executions, and now plan to spend millions on electric shock gloves for immigration agents. Trump has even publicly celebrated the death of a political adversary. At what point does this stop being tough policy and become a culture of cruelty? And what will you do when the government itself begins teaching Americans that humiliation, suffering, and even death are things to celebrate? And here are my sources. There is a large list. I'm just going to read the ones pertaining to this question. March 21st, 2026. Trump publicly celebrated Robert Mueller's death. He said, "Robert Mueller just died. Good, I'm glad he's dead." July 14th, 2025. The Trump administration allowed U.S. aid food stocks for starving children to expire and be incinerated. February 14th, 2025. The White House posted a Valentine's Day deportation poem on X. Roses are red, violets are blue, come here illegally and we'll deport you. June 16th, 2025. Utah Republican Senator Mike Lee mocked the murder of Melissa and Mark Hortman in a social media post on X. October 31st, 2025. Lindsey Graham said, "We're killing all the right people" at a Republican Jewish Coalition summit in Las Vegas. April 24th, 2026. The DOJ pushed expanded capital punishment measures, drawing condemnation from the Vatican and Pope Leo. August 13th, 2026. Multiple simultaneous executions were scheduled. June 23rd, 2026. Stephen Miller pushed a memo to institutionalize people with disabilities rather than fund community-based care. August 12th, 2026. ICE announced plans to purchase $20 million on electric shock gloves manufactured by Compliant Technologies, LLC. Okay, I apologize for the redundancy in all 6 of those videos, but that's all I have today. 6 questions about soullessness in the administration. Thank you for watching. Take care.